From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine Monday weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. And this covers the period today through Sunday through the 29th of August. So let's jump to the current conditions and a couple things to point out here, as I often like to do. We've got Henri, which is, if I get my highlighter here, generally in this, oops, that's the pencil tool. Let me get the highlighter here. Is generally somewhere up in this area here. You can see the clouds swirling around and, basically lots of rain, all this rain here. But what I find interesting, look how these clouds are connected to these clouds, are connected to these clouds and these clouds and these clouds and these clouds. You can see it's there. These are all connected, and that's because there's a cold front. That's all associated with a front. And one way we can see that is if I turn on the current conditions, you really wouldn't see it in temperatures. These are current temperatures. We're climbing through the 80s. We've got 80s to our north. We've got 70s in the higher terrain, which is common in the mountains. It's cooler. There's 80s pretty much across a big portion of the central and eastern U.S. But where you see it is in the wind. Look how the wind is. A couple things pointing out here. We've got a north to almost northeast wind here, a northwest wind here. So that's indicative of high pressure sitting right here over Tennessee and Kentucky. Look how the winds are from the south and southwest, and then they're from the west. This is a clockwise flow around high pressure, and obviously high pressure typically follows in the wake of fronts, which we've got a front out here. So what are we doing here? We're benefiting in subtle ways. That is, the best forcing mechanism for showers is to our east. And we're also getting a little bit of a drier air. It's very, very subtle dry, not noticeably. You may not even notice it. Look at dew points. We've got mid-70s dew points along the coast. We've got 60s dew points to our north. So, you might feel that in the heat and in the humidity. There might be a very subtle drop in humidity. We're going to bring some of these upper 60s dew points down south of Virginia here, probably in the next few hours, but it isn't going to last long because look at where the air is coming from, the Ohio Valley, which dew points are back up into the 70s. So if we get a brief break in the 70s dew point, it won't last very long. So it's still going to feel hot and humid out. But the main point is we're probably not going to have much in the way of thunderstorm activity, showers and thunderstorms. I think the best place for showers and thunderstorms today will be east of I-95, where I just drew this line here, because that's where we still have the real juiciest air, the 70 mid and upper 70s dew points. So anyway, that's where I think showers and thunderstorms, if we see any, will be today, where the best moisture is, again, east of I-95. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the tropics. There's Henri there over the northeast U.S., and that's basically going to move off to the east, dropping some additional rain over the northeast states there. We do have an area of disturbed weather out over the eastern Atlantic. Eventually, it may move into the central Atlantic, east of Bermuda. Maybe there's some development possibilities there. Hurricane Center is looking at an area of disturbed weather that may move in and try to develop there in the southwest Caribbean. Neither of those, at least in the near future, are of any concern for us at the moment. Okay, so of course, we're in late August, so we're getting towards the peak of the hurricane season, and we're always keeping a close eye on the tropics. Okay, so what about the pattern? The weather pattern: dry today west of I-95, widely scattered showers east of I-95, like I've already alluded to. That pattern won't really change a whole lot, so we'll just call it isolated showers on Tuesday, just very isolated. But by Wednesday, we're going to get a little bit better humidity and moisture over us, so we're going to increase the coverage of showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for Wednesday. It's not a washout, but just, instead of isolated one or two here or there on Tuesday, Wednesday might have, a few more coverage. Okay, and then it's going to trend drier yet again as that high that I just talked about moves out over the Atlantic, strengthens actually, and then extends westward. So we're going to trend drier, thankfully, for the late week period. And then looks like the upcoming weekend is typical summertime pattern. daily afternoon and evening scattered showers and thunderstorms. Not a washout. Just, if you have outdoor plans, make sure you keep an eye to the sky and have a place to go to dodge a shower or thunderstorm. The one hazard, as you can see, as it relates to showers and thunderstorms, I don't see much in the way of hazards other than the typical lightning hazards, which come with all thunderstorms. Okay, so there's that ever-present hazard with thunderstorms, even ordinary thunderstorms. But the biggest impact's going to be the heat. It's going to be a hot week. That front I just pointed out, it doesn't have cooler air behind it. It's the same air mass, so it's going to be hot. And we're talking low to mid 90s each day with heat index values maybe exceeding 100 degrees. So heat index, that is. Low to mid 90s for highs each day. So right through the week. So that's going to be the main thing, hazards impact wise. All right, so how much rainfall, as I alluded to, again, very light rainfall amounts the next 7 days. If you get an inch of rain between now and next Monday, you could consider yourself lucky. I think most folks in central North Carolina will see well under an inch of rainfall right through the next 7 days. Okay, so today, Thursday, and Friday will be the driest days of this week. All right. No flash flood concerns the next 3 days. No severe thunderstorm concerns the next 3 days. Looks like we're favoring above normal precip as we head into the next week. And it looks like the heat and humidity continues. Again, that's the following week, the week after this week. All right, so again, just to kind of summarize, first thing to point out is look at those readings there, high temperature readings right through the week. We're talking low to mid 90s. It'll be a degree or two warmer if you live closer to the South Carolina border. It'll be a degree or two cooler than what I'm showing here if you live up near the Virginia border. Okay, but all in all, dry today west of I-95. There might be an isolated shower or thunderstorm east of I-95 today. Isolated showers Tuesday. Most places will stay dry. And then a little bit better coverage of showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday compared to Tuesday. And then it goes right back to being dry again for Thursday and Friday. And then we kind of swing back the other way for the weekend with daily afternoon and evening scattered showers and thunderstorms, not a washout. The main thing I want to, again, just draw your attention to is the heat this week. Heat indices possibly exceeding 100 degrees. Be sure to follow heat safety guidelines, drink lots of water, and take it easy during the heat of the afternoon. And also remember, don't forget that last bullet. All thunderstorms have lightning. And so that's an ever-present risk with any thunderstorm. Okay, so when thunder roars, go indoors and then wait at least 30 minutes after the storm is over before resuming outdoor activities. So anyway, that is the briefing for this week. I do want to remind folks, and I've already sent out an email about this to remind folks that we have our All Partners Weather Workshop. So basically, y'all are invited here on this webinar to check out our workshop here. And again, this is mainly geared for National Weather Service Corps partners, emergency management, first responders, DOT officials, school officials, university officials, DOT, state partners, emergency management partners, government partners. So anyway, that's the link to register. There's the agenda and the topics we'll be covering. So you definitely won't want to miss that. Lots of really neat stuff and changes headed our way to products and services. So we'll outline those during this workshop. So